Hello everybody and welcome back to Spore. Today, we're going to be playing the objectively most fun stage of the game, Tribal Stage. Many people will disagree, and they would be largely correct actually. I think Tribal Stage is probably the most hated, or at least maybe not hated. Hate might be too strong a word, but it is certainly the most unloved of the various stages in the game. And the reason for that is it's just sort of content light, which is unfortunate. Before we really get started here, though, we're going to go over some of the basics of Tribal Stage because I do want to emphasize the cool aspects of it. I used to love Tribal Stage, and looking back on why, I think it was largely because I liked how open-ended it was, how there was so much you could add to it that would make it more interesting. But first off, we have buildings. Now these are not as cool as the buildings we get later on in Civilization stage, which we will actually get to create, but they're still pretty neat. The biggest thing that we have right now is stone axes, which can be used to kill um, these things. I don't know if we're going to go aggressive yet. We'll discuss that soon. But we are meat eaters, so we will have to kill some things until we get fishing spears, which will be pretty big for us. Um, Obviously, as you can see here, the different buildings are split into different categories, with food and healing being pretty straightforward. We can get magic sticks that heal people, very cool. We can get fishing spears so that we can collect fish from over there. I thought I saw a fish jump out of there for a second, but now nothing's happening, so very cool. Maybe it was one of these little dust particles, whatever. Um, Fishing spears, however, this should be noted, can be used by herbivores. You just collect seaweed instead of fish, so very cool. We don't have access to the mysterious third option here because it is a gathering cane, which is for collecting fruit. So obviously we can't do that. In the instruments section, we have three different types of instruments, and in the weapons section, we have three different types of weapons. The instruments are kind of boring. They work basically just like the social system in the creature stage, but with one less option, where you go to a tribe. I almost said an enemy tribe. They're not necessarily that mad at you. You go to another tribe, you play music for them. They will ask for specific instruments. You play them. Bada boom, bada bing. They're your friend. They love you. Music conquers all, or whatever. Weapons are a bit more interesting because each weapon is good for different things. Flaming torches are really good at burning down buildings, but are not as good as the other two weapons at hurting people. Throwing spears are pretty cool because your dudes will keep their distance from the enemy, which is kind of nice, especially if you're a species that wants to go aggro but doesn't have spit from the creature stage. Which I don't know why you wouldn't if that was something you wanted to do, but I mean, everybody's different, I guess. I like always mixing in a handful of spears, probably like 3 at most, even when you get like upwards of 12 people in your tribe. Because the throwing spears can just kind of pepper from behind without taking any damage. But overall, stone axes are just the way to go, and at most difficulties you can just spam stone axes and just kill the shit out of everyone. They're not very good about destroying buildings, but if you just kill everybody, nobody's defending the buildings. That's the secret. The other tab we have here is the Outfitter, which we'll go into that in a moment, because first thing we want to do is come down here and decide what we're going to do. Because we didn't quite make it to social in creature stage. We hit adaptable, so we're going to be faster at the end of the game. And because of Power Monger, we're going to have more effective weapons. So what do we want from here? Well, let's see here. I was looking at that one for a second. I was like, wait, why does that say Speed Demon? Can we get double speed? No. We get Colony Craze. I really like this one because I like spamming colonies. It's one of my favorite things to do in this game. Just kind of terraforming planets up, putting as many colonies as you can on a planet, and then making it as efficient as possible is just kind of fun to me. Gracious Greeting, however, is quite good because it makes people like you a little bit more, which Doesn't help you with the dudes at the center of the galaxy, but it does help you with everyone else. And sometimes that can prevent war, which is kind of nice. Aggressive gives you a discount on all combat tool trades, which I don't really think I care that much about. I think honestly we might end up going adaptable here. I have no idea what we're going to turn out as in this. I could look it up. I used to know some of the paths you could take to get like specific archetypes. I'm not going to look it up though. Right now I think we're going to go for adaptable. We'll probably make friends with the first village that we meet, maybe. Maybe not actually. Maybe we'll kill the first village because they're always the easiest to kill. And then we'll kind of go from there. We start with stone axes, so we have a big aggro bonus, and we're starting off very close to the top of Industrias because, we were trying so hard to be social. Befriended 17 creatures over here, by the way. So maybe we can kill like 2 cities and then go back up into being friends with some of the later ones. We'll see. I'd rather go more aggressive and then pump up positive relations later, because I think that's a little bit easier. But knowing that we're going to be going aggro in the beginning, especially because we only have stone axes and didgeridoos, so we really don't have a ton of options here. Knowing that we can come in here, and as is somewhat customary, I will let you guys stick around with me for this one, the first time that I edit these guys, because I don't have a ton of money or anything. But we're going to immediately go for the combat mask. And we're going to try and make it look like shoulder pads here, because we don't really have a face that, well, I mean, it's not mask friendly with that shape of masks. So I personally feel like gathering is not the most important thing ever for meat eaters, but we are going to get it maxed out if we can. I like putting this right here. No, that's not it. There we go. Getting rid of the feathers. Okay, perfect. Got a little fanny pack going on. That's good. This is the best health option we have. Can we just cover our eye? Adorable. Look at us. True little idiot status achieved. Tilt that back a bit. Look at us. We're like little cowboys. Little idiot cowboys. Now we've already got maxed out stats for what we can do right now. It's very easy to max out your stats in tribal stage, by the way. Just a heads up. Chances are good you will have maxed out everything by the end, if that's something that you're shooting for. Let's grab the leaf. There we go. Do that. Poke that out a little bit. There we go. We look pretty well defended, and no one can see our unmentionables. Now, our complexity is really high, so we can't add any extra adornments, which is a bummer. And will probably be what sets us back from maxing out everything. But it's not that important anyway. The important thing is that we look good. You know what? Actually, I think we're gonna do this. I think this makes more sense. We would want to protect our backs because we don't have any armor back there. Can I maybe turn this around? This will probably interact weirdly with the game. Oh, what terrible noises you make. It's like a clop and a squish at an unholy abomination of a child. But hey, look at us. We look pretty good. Well, let's get out there. Now, one of the important things to remember as well when playing tribal stage is that your creature stats do carry over from creature stage. So you do have the combat bonus, right? But if we go wrong thing. If we go in here, I want this. Can I not look at myself in here? There I am. Just wasn't seeing it. Because we have charge and spit, our people will attempt to use that against our enemies, right? I don't think they'll bother using strike ever once you have weapons, but before that it does matter. Like these stats do matter. Social stats don't. They will glide and jump. I don't think they'll sneak. The sneak might be good for stealing food from people, which is technically a thing you can do, but I don't know how much it matters. Last thing to note, we do have these guys back here. These are the 3 rogues we ended the game with. Right? They all have their 250 HP. They all have banger stats, just in general. I don't think we can domesticate any others. But if you wanted to, that is how you do it. You have to have 15 food. I usually use my chieftain, and I'll explain why in a moment. You send them over to any old dude bro over here. You right click on them. They deliver the food, and then they bring back the animal to put in the pen. Now, you want to generally do alphas, because alphas still have more HP in this. See, there's a normal one, there's an alpha. Don't take babies, that's stupid. The reason you take the chieftain is because the chieftain is technically immortal. Even when he dies, he doesn't die. He comes back after a while. It's very cool. But what we're going to do instead is send all of our dudes over to actually murder. We're going to have them murder individual ones. Now, off camera last time, because I kind of messed up the recording at the end of last session. Oh my god, baby, calm down. I did buy a baby. You start with enough food, I almost said gold, but you start with enough food to technically be able to domesticate a creature. Oh hey, abomination. Alright, Jesus Christ, those guys look stacked. What the fuck? Alright. Split them up between the different bodies. Over time, our rogues will produce eggs, which we can harvest as well. So let's go see the Brown Village. They, of course, start hating us. They have wooden horns and fishing spears. So this is actually perfect, because this will diversify our social abilities right away, which is pretty awesome. But also, we can buy fishing spears here in a minute, which is going to be the first thing that we build, because we have a fishing hole right here. See the fish? And that's pretty messy. So that should be enough. Yeah. Oh, wait. Stone axes. We're going to get stone axes first to kill people with. Then we'll kill them, take the fishing spears, and then use the fishing spears. That's what I was trying to say. Obviously, we'll want to get 2 more babies first, though. But I actually don't remember if you can fish without fishing spears. But there's some eggs right away, which is nice. Probably won't be too many this first time, but I mean, that was 8. That wasn't terrible. So I think he can actually fish, so I'm going to send him over to do that. Because I don't want... Okay, Demon Slug. That thing's scary and hates me. I don't want to send everybody as far away from the base as possible, you know? Like, you generally want to keep 1 or 2 people back home, or at least close by. So they're done with that hunt, so I'm going to send them... Actually, I need to do this first. Get them axes, and then send them in. See, I can send the chieftain in by himself, and it doesn't really super matter, because, like, he'll come back, no matter what. Now, if you leave your babies unattended for long enough, little creature stage animals will come in and attack them. Don't play in the fire, baby scold. Don't be stupid. Otherwise, they'll just kind of hang out. Now, you'll notice when I select my axe boys, they do have this little creature stage style thingy down here. And it does basically the same as other creature stage abilities. Okay, well, you need to go back home now. You're getting pretty low. I don't want my chieftain to die. But basically, the combat system works pretty much identical to how it did in the creature stage. You just have different abilities. So now everybody is technically here. They do exist and are alive. We want to get an excess of food built up, first things first. And we're going to let these guys finish collecting the food here. Now you'll notice, that guy's eating the food from that plate we were collecting. So he'll probably get mad and attack us at some point, but that's fine. My guys can handle themselves pretty well. The rogues are producing food at a pretty decent pace. It's 8 per trip. They don't have to leave the base. And, I mean, they just made a trip and they have to go back for more. So I highly recommend, especially if you are a carnivore, getting a couple creatures domesticated. That way you can, like, look at this. I killed 2 entire nests of animals. I got 44. Pretty good. But just by, like, collecting eggs for free, 24. And the thing is, it is for free, because any creatures that you have in your posse that are not of your species, when you transition from creature to tribal, is just domesticated for free. Ah, new tribes are being founded. So they hate us a lot. So what we're going to do here, the pink village is the closest. What the? Huh? Oh. Oh no. Alright, well, first thing we're going to do then is ignore the pink village, because they seem like they're going to have problems. The green village is really far away and doesn't hate us completely. So I think the cyan village is going to be the one. We send our chieftain over here. He'll take a gift of food to them, and it should neutralize their relationship with us. So we already have people trying to steal our food. Probably coming from the pink village, but the brown village is now my sworn enemy. Hold up. Yeah, it's from the brown village, actually. That's pretty wild. Do this. Spam out our axe spins. Recollect our food. So our chief is almost there. Hopefully they don't attack him. Okay, perfect. So, now we want to get everyone together. Oop, I meant to click on the village. Have everybody eat. He'll put the food back. Somebody will pick that up here in a moment. Most of these people didn't need to eat. The chieftain does. And we'll go. We do not have my favorite tribal ability for this kind of thing, which is... yeah, here we go. Fire bombs. Because it makes combat so easy. Because you can suicide your tribal leader into a group of enemies, and since he always respawns, you don't have to worry about him too much. But he can then drop the fire bombs into the middle of the enemy. And it's fantastic. Okay, let's send you right here. As soon as his hunger fills back up. Okay, send him over here. Everybody. Cyan Village immediately dislikes us again. That's playing on hard difficulty, right? People just hate you a lot. It's good to start neutralizing people soon. Wait a minute. Pull back. Okay, so we're getting multiple attacks then. This might actually be okay for us. Because one of them is the brown village, and it seems like they're sending in their flute players and fishermen. So let's just take them out very quickly. So we charge in, and then we just start spamming. You'll see our rogues come out and start helping immediately. These guys are much more threatening, honestly. The double attack might be kind of rough. We'll see. We'll see if we can weather this. Let's check. None of their guys have died yet. I said pull back. I want you to eat. No, he got some health back. Man, they're really bum rushing our main building, aren't they? Definitely gonna lose a guy here, which is fine. Maybe? Okay, I can pull him out. Alright, we weathered the storm. So now we can right click on that. Go eat. You guys also go eat. And you go eat. Okay, that guy's stealing our food. That is fine, really. Okay, we're doing it. We're fine. Repair that. You harvest from there. Okay, we're stabilizing. The green village will probably attack us soon. Would not surprise me at all. Phew. That got pretty dicey there for a second. Alright, let's bum rush him. We just gotta go. Just gotta kill him quick. I hate when the camera resets itself like that. Our rogues are in pretty decent health, all things considered, which is good. But let's get over here and kill these guys real fast and see how much that affects our alignment, I guess you could say. You know what? Honestly, don't care that much. The other villages are mostly too weak or not hateful enough to attack us instantly, but Pink Village is getting strong. We're gonna have to deal with them one way or another next time. Alright, we got it. Good. Nice. Great success. Pretty much perfect timing for the end of the episode, too. So we get a bit of an upgrade for this first kill, which is always nice. This will let us have more people, which will help quite a bit dealing with the other tribes. Nice. Now, we want to pause. We want to go back over to the brown village. And we want to see... Okay, they have no food. After you destroy the enemy, it's a good idea sometimes to grab whatever food they had and bring that back. But it looks like they didn't have any, so... Let's have everybody collect eggs. First things first, of course, as discussed, grab the fishing spears. And now we're going to have to start grabbing some instruments. We have enough money for all of that. I think I'm not going to buy that one, though. Just in case. And I'm going to double check in here to see if there's any upgrades that we can get that I care about. We could get the combat upgrade, but I don't actually know if I want to. I think I'm going to replace that with one tier of social. That will... Yeah, that will boost our social by a tiny bit. I don't think we need much more than that at the moment. Man, some of these loading screens are kind of rough. So, pause again. We're going to... Almost said ban. I don't know what that would have done. Just do a quick save because we survived quite a bit that time. These two... No, these three are going to come back and be fishermen. And I want to buy at least 2 children and get them growing. Leave a little bit of extra food for padding for right now. This guy should probably just come home, straight up eat. The other 2 can collect food, it's fine. Fishing boys. It looks like we only have the 1 fishing spot. What are you doing over here, bud? But we'll fish it dry, basically. There's another one over here, which is like right in here somewhere. Sometimes it's hard to fucking see them. Hello? Fishing spot? Are you like half in the ground? Very cool. We need to take out the pink village next, but if we look here, we are now super aggressive. We can probably kill 1 more, if I had to guess. What does the pink village have, though? Wooden horns, throwing spears, gathering canes. Okay, well, it would probably try and give us gathering canes, if I had to guess. And that ain't my jam. So, I think we probably... I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? We could kill them, though. Alright, you 2. I want to make friends with these guys, at least temporarily. There we go. Collect more eggs. These 2 guys can go over here. Kill some of those. Collect their meat. That'll be good. Got a lot of eggs. Got 1 more baby coming in. If I had waited half a second for that guy to turn in, yep, there it is. We can buy the wooden horns. There we go. So this very basic kind of early version of the civilization stage, like city setup, is cool. And I wish that we could have got more from it, I guess. Let's just make you an axe boy as well. And you can come over here and kill those. We're just going to be doing some busy work, getting some food down and stuff as we end this episode. I think, like I said, I think we can kill 1 more tribe and not have to worry too much about it. I don't know for sure. I think we kill the pink, then we make friends with the cyan. Okay, I figured that was going to be coming soon. Pink Village wants to tango. But that's going to have to wait for the next episode, because I got to end this one and go do things. So, thank you guys for watching. Next time, we're going to kill the Pink Village and probably make friends with the Cyan. We might end Tribal Stage after that. There's only 2 villages left at that point. It's the green one and then the final one that pops up. So, might be going on to Civilization here pretty soon. But, thank you guys for watching anyway. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.